The learning Zayla Nishmas at Ahuva Bataka Masachas Avos Perek Vav Mishna Hey. Gedela Torah Yosem in Kahuna min Malchus. Torah is greater than Kahuna and Malchus. We spoke that out in Perek Daled Mishna Yomi when we said there are three Kesarim: Keser Torah, Keser Kahuna, Keser Malchus, and we spoke out from the Gemara that the Keser Torah is the greatest. And this Mishnah says a different reason: Shah Malchus Niknis B'Shloishim Mailas. Malchus is this 30 steps to be kainet. The Bir Agra over here, so this Bir Agra in this perek goes through that there's 30 lashonos in the psukim in Shmuel Aleph Perek Ches, and Keneged those 30 are 30 halachas in Sanhedrin in Perek Beis, and he goes through what they are that the Mishnah speaks out that applied to a king over a regular person. So those are the 30 of Malchus. V'akahuna is be'esem v'arba. A kahuna is kaina with 24 kinyanim. And these are the 24 matnas kahuna, which is brought down in the Gemara in Chulin, Daf Kuf Lamed Gimel Amid Beis, Esem v'arba matnas kahuna. And also in the Gemara Baba Kama Kuf Yud Amid Beis. And this Mishnah is Mayrich on the Torah. Torah Niknas Ba'arba V'Shmoyne Dvarim. There's 48 ways. B'Talmud, learning. B'Shmiyas Ha'ozen, listening. B'Arichas Vasayim, speaking it out. B'Binas Halev, understanding in the heart. B'Sichlas Halev. I'm not clear what the chilik between Binas Halev and Sichlas Halev is. The goyin is not goyers. Sichlas Halev. Be'ema, with awe. B'Yira, with fear. Ba'anava, with humble. B'simcha, with happiness. B'shimish chachamim, learning and being mishamish from Talmidei chachamim. B'diktik chaverim, being medaktik in what your chaver says, to ask on what he's saying and to come out with a better pshat to that. B'pilpo hatalmidim, being befalpo with your talmidim. B'yishuv, to have yishuv hadas. Mikra, learning chumash. B'mishnah, learning mishnayos, and through that you could build on it, understanding more and more. B'miyat shina, less sleep. B'miyat sicha, not talking so much. B'miyat tainig, with not having so much einig. B'minig sechaik, not too much laughter. B'miyat derech eretz, not too much work. B'erech apayim, not to get angry. B'leiv toiv, a happy heart. B'emunas chachamim, to have emunah in the chachamim. B'kabolas yisurin, and kabolas yisurin. So there are 24 listed in Mishnah Hey. If you take up B'Sichas Halev, then there's 23. Mishnah Vav, Hamaker est Mekoimei, someone who recognizes where he holds, where his place is, not to have gaiva basically. V'Sameach B'Chelkoi, someone is happy with his portion. V'Oisa Siyag L'Dvarav, he makes siyagim like we had in the Perek Aleph, Mishnah Aleph. Ve'enoi Magsik Toiva La'atzmi, he doesn't take extra credit for himself. What he does because he's supposed to do. Ahuv, he is well liked. Oyev es hamokim, he loves HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Oyev es habriyas, he loves other people. Oyev es hatzedakos, he loves righteousness. Oyev es hatechachos, so the goyin is not goyin, is also oyev es hatzedakos. Oyev es hatechachos, he loves musar, receiving musar. Oyev es hameisharim, which sounds similar to oyev es hatzedakos. In the Tosis, the Tiferes Yisrael tries to say a chilik. He says tzedakah, he says ma'aseh tzedek, and misharim is divrei chachma. Not clear with the chilik. Next one is mitzrachik min hakavod. He stays away from honor. But lo megiz libay b'talmudai, he doesn't have gaiva in his learning. Ve'ein sameach b'hira, and he's not happy with paskening. I don't think it means that he doesn't pasken, but he doesn't go ahead and running to pasken with that if he's not the one that's right for it. Noisei ba'ol es chaverei, he's noisei ba'ol, feels for his friend. Machriya lekavschus, he's dons people to kavschus. Mamidei ala emes, he establishes them on the truth. Mamidei ala shalom, he establishes on peace. Misyashiv libay b'talmudai, he's first mesader his limud before he teaches it to others. Shoyel umeishiv, he asks and he answers ke'inyan. Shemeya umeisiv, he hears and he adds on. Loimid amanas alamed, he learns almanas to teach. Loimid almanas lases, he learns almanas to do the mitzvahs of Hashem. Hamachkim es rabbi, He says that his Rebbe is a Chacham, so he's tries to understand what he says. I'm chavin es shmuasai. And if the Tfei Yisrael says, if the Divrei Rav wind up being steerous one to the other, he tries to figure out the yishuv to it. And lastly, Omer Daber B'Shem Oimra, he says something over B'Shem the person who said it. Holamadata, we learn Shkol Omer Daber B'Shem Oimra, maybe Guloilim, Shenemar Vatoimer LaEsther LaMelech B'Shem Mordechai, that Esther told over the king in the name of Mordechai, and that's what caused the redemption to Klal Yisrael. And that's brought down in a few Gemaras, Megillah Tezvav, and other places. So if we take out both of the ones that the Goyin said to take out, which was Sichlas Alev, and he also says to take out Oyev Es Hatzedakos, then I'm only left with 47 in my cheshbon, unless Shoyel Meshiv is two different ones. Well, Akopanim, there's 48 ones. The Mishnah says there's 48. And the Reb Aaron is Yidua that he says that in the days of Sfiras HaOmer, he brings over that the Olam says, Al Pi the Chinuch, that since the days of Yitzias Mitzrayim to the days of Shavuos is preparing for Kabbalah Satira, Al Pi the Chinuch, so each day is 49 days, but each day you do a Midah of the 48 Kinyani Atayra, you learn it over, and then on the 49th day he says you could chazer them all.